Prince Harry, 38, revealed in his bombshell spare memoir that despite rumors of the contrary, both he and his brother Prince William are circumcised. Is nothing sacred, though. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Leilani of Barbados. I would just like to say Happy New Year in the year of our Lord 2023. Happy New Year! Okay, we have so much to cover, as you probably already know. So let's just get right into it. So this video was initially intended to be about Prince Harry's press interviews for his book, The Spare. En la sombra. Let's get into it. Yeah, so this video was really supposed to be about that. And, you know, his ITV interview, which will follow the Anderson Cooper interview with Tom Bradby. And it was supposed to be all about that. But since then, since I thought about doing the video, so many things have come out. Hello, España, what's up? We have to talk about it. The book was put out for sale in Spain. I was thinking of all the different ways that would make sense, and I couldn't find any ways because I'm thinking, why would you have all these press interviews lined up, which your publisher is obligating you to do, and then you yourself leak it? Like, people were saying, oh, Meghan and Harry leaked. Let's say Meghan and Harry. I'm just going to start from the top. Just say Meghan and Harry, they're a married couple and she is not the retiring wife that doesn't know anything about the household finances and she just sits back and, you know, this is not the, so they are a team, right? People were saying, oh, well, Meghan and Harry must have leaked it themselves because they do be leaking stuff. Well, I was thinking, why would that be? Why would that benefit them financially to leak that? Because people go through so many steps to protect their property, intellectual property, from being released or leaked prior to the release date. In fact, Beyonce used to just never tell a release date. So they block their product from even entering into other entities, like the manager of the guy who works for the publishing company. No, he can't see it. They block it from so many people so it doesn't ever get channeled out. And they put a lot of time and effort into doing that and money. You wonder when something gets leaked, how is it leaked? So of course people came to the conclusion that they must have leaked themselves. But in this case in Spain, I don't think so. I think it was an inside job. I think that unlike Beyonce and Drake and J.K. Rowling and all these other beloved people of talent, Meghan and Harry being in the top most annoying people of 2022, they probably had a lot of haters who were inside there. The Spanish royal family is a very celebritized royal family as well. By proxy, should I say. They love the English royal family because their royal family is very much a celebrity royal family. I think that somebody up in there was probably bullied by the same Meghan and Harry, even if you want to call them business partners at this point. They are difficult to work with. Maybe they rubbed somebody the wrong way. And I don't think it was one person allegedly pushing the button to make this big mistake of releasing it in Spain for a few hours and then having to pull it back. I think it was a few people that did not like them and decided to ruin their income. It's detrimental. All the build up that the publishing company has arranged for Harry, including these interviews, and they're like 2 or 3 interviews that we know of. Why would they go through all of that to only have it leaked? Because I was even thinking, I was trying to be fair, and I was thinking, well, maybe it was an internal PR stunt, like, okay, we're gonna just release some stuff. So because literally here we have Twitter. On Twitter, they were saying things like, so I've been to the future and can exclusively reveal what Prince Harry's book and interviews contain. Millionaire Pratt, my family won't say sorry after I've accused them of racism, bullying, and cutting me off financially. Wah, wah, stamps feet, the end. And you get a lot of these tweets from people who are verified as well, saying, yawn, we're not buying the book. It's so not, you know. So I was thinking this might have been like a leak to say, okay, there's a lot of crazy stuff in here, you gotta read it. But then when I realized it was pulled back after a few hours, I realized, okay, no, this was a mistake. This is not what Harry and Meghan would have sanctioned, is what I want to say. I don't think they can sue anybody for doing it. Maybe somebody lost their job or a couple of people lost their jobs for leaking it, but I don't think it's something they can sue for, because unlike when she sued the newspaper about her letters that her father published without her permission, which I never agreed with the outcome, by the way. I personally have a problem with that. I think that if you gift that letter to Thomas Markle, then he has the right to disseminate it in any way he wants to. But anyhow, It's not about me and how I feel. This particular situation, it would have been released and somebody had to press that button from within the publishing company. So they can't sue for that. And also, it wasn't done for free. The financial gain will still come to Meghan and Harry from people in Spain who bought the book. But yeah, let me get back to what I really had started making this video about on this new year. No, that's not even that important. Okay, Anderson Cooper interview, nothing compared to what has been leaked from this book. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Listen, this man said that William threw him to the ground and he broke the dog bowl and then the shards of glass were into his skin, and he said to William before, because so this is all very contrived, because he said that Meghan was rude and abrasive and what else? Something else. It doesn't matter. Those are not words that are like fighting words, if you will. So I just feel like it's a lie. I feel like the whole scene is a lie. I feel there was no dog bowl that he crashed and broke into, and that he was held by the neck. Oh, and that his chain was broken and ripped off of his neck. Like, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. That is, of course, unless you believe this. Let me know in the comments if you believe this story.
Very important issue, which perhaps is in the book, we don't know. But one of the reasons, of course, that William was so furious with Meghan was that Meghan had seized on a story that William was having an affair with a mutual friend of theirs. I don't believe it's true, but it was huge gossip in London at the time. And apparently, allegedly, Meghan raised that with Kate to needle her. Oh. And that is part of the reason why William was so incandescent. That his wife was being told by Meghan, asked by Meghan, what's it like being cuckolded? What's it like being betrayed by William? Now, that is the story. I wasn't there.
I think, I don't want to feel sorry for Harry, but I think when you sign up for these kind of salacious books, they basically tell you, listen, we're not about writing what you told Oprah. We're not going to do that. We need something new, that when people read this book, they will then tell other people to read this book because there's so much craziness in it. So speaking of crazy, I'm just here editing, minding my own business. And whenever you think of salaciousness, Meghan Markle enters stage left. So a lot of these crazy excerpts that have been released from the book in La Sombra are about Meghan. Are you surprised? Prince Harry snapped at Meghan Markle in cruel fight that led to therapy. So basically they're here talking about how Prince Harry attacked Meghan Markle and he spoke to her a certain way and she said, no, you may not speak to me in that way, in that manner, Prince Harry, because I will not tolerate it and you must go to therapy. And he was like, you know what, I already tried therapy. And then she was like, well, try it again. Okay, it gets worse. These are all coming out now because the book is released, essentially. Harry 38 recalled in his memoir, Spare, that he received 2 signs that he was going to be a first-time parent. The first one came when he and Meghan 41 were in Scotland and stumbled upon a group of singing seals while boating. Harry remembered his wife singing to the animals, whom he claimed sang back. She really is magic, I thought, he wrote of Meghan. Even the seals know it. As the seal opera continued, the prince decided to count the moment as a good omen and stripped down, jumped in the water and swam toward them. He was later told that it was a bad idea to dive into the Scottish Sea, which was allegedly teeming with killer whales. Harry, however, chose to see it as a lovely fairy tale. Like, this is their content. I keep saying it, like they have no content. It's so self-ingratiating. It's so difficult to process as a person who has half a brain. Like, oh, there's more. Harry, for his part, learned that he was going to be a first-time father after Meghan took a series of at-home pregnancy tests. He revealed that he fell asleep while his wife was taking the tests. When he woke up, the bench author had placed the wands on the nightstand next to the blue box with my mother's hair, he says. Okay, so this is what they'd call in the UK a bunny boiler. Yeah, she's such a mad person, like a mad woman. At that moment, you realize you're living with a sociopath. You're living with a psychopath. You're living with a mentally disturbed person. If they're coming to you with a box of your mother's hair, first of all, that's really weird that even exists. But next to that box, which has no relation to the pregnancy. Listen, the Duke felt his late mother, Princess Diana, beside him in that moment. Let's see what Mummy can do with this situation, he wrote, before seeing that the tests were bright blue. I thought, thank you, Mummy. Harry's blue box is one of a few things that he keeps on his nightstand. So let's keep going. All this talk about Harry hiring a psychic to channel his late mom reminded me of some info I received and posted back in September 2021. At the time, it sounded like a wild story, but it makes a lot more sense now. Prince Harry claims he spoke to Diana through a psychic and a leopard. What? Wait, hold on. And a leopard in Botswana was a signal sent by her. Does he not see that this same media that he's trying to manipulate and push in his direction, does he not see that they are making a fool of him? Okay. So in all of these releases, the worst thing I read, and I'm going to read it now with you. Prince Harry 38 revealed in his bombshell spare memoir that despite rumors of the contrary, both he and his brother Prince William are circumcised. Is nothing sacred, though. The Duke of Sussex recalled that the question of whether he and William 40 were cut or uncut was a matter of public record and indeed some public curiosity. He writes in his memoir, there were countless stories in books and papers, even the New York Times, about Willie and me not being circumcised. But they are. I feel like I don't want to know that. I feel like this is information I could have lived my whole life without ever knowing. I then begin to think about King Charles. I then begin to think about Prince Andrew and all of those documents that were sealed from the Virginia Griffith, Jeffrey Epstein court case, and all the descriptions and all the things that were. I begin to think about a lot of private parts that I don't want to think about, you know? So how disgusting and how low class. It says here, it comes after the Guardian was the first to cop a copy of En la Sombra, in the shade, or in the shadow, as it translates in Spanish to English. What I find most disturbing is that, and I think this book should be given an over 18 rating as well. I don't like the frivolous approach to like, I tried cocaine at 17 because I wanted to feel right about myself. That's actually sending the wrong message to the youth. You know, to say, oh, I tried cocaine because I want to feel better about myself. That's almost promoting the drug, that he didn't have the checking system in his mind to say, if somebody said, let's talk about this, let's talk about that he wouldn't even say, it's not even about honoring my family, it's about honoring myself. And then he goes on to say that he had 25 kills or something. How does he know he has 25 kills? Because if you're at war, I didn't know that people knew that. And then he said, well, most soldiers don't know that they had 25 kills or how many kills they had, but he claims that they had these new programs and whatever helicopter program. I don't know. In 2006, to say that he could look back and review his footage like it was vlogging, like he was like a YouTuber vlogging, like, oh, let me look back at my footage, let me edit it, you know, like it's so insane. It's so unbelievable. Soldiers never talk about their kills. So that's another revelation that I was not comfortable with. Apart from, I don't even think it's gone past shaming his family. It's shaming himself as a soldier to talk about kills. Hi, editing Leilani back here again. Harry talking about his kills has had the backlash, anything from the Taliban and the Mujahideen making fun of him to death threats of the royal family. Okay, so speaking from a checkpoint outside Islam Kuala, a town on the border with Iran, Taliban commander Molavi Agha Gol 32 said that he thought Harry was attention seeking. We are still here ruling, but he has fled to his grandmother's palace. He's a big mouth loser who has been trying to get attention. I do not even believe what he has said about the Mujahideen. He is a loser. And scared to go to a combat zone. We made history by kicking him and his army out of our homeland, and he should be very angry about that, he said. Do not believe whatever losers tell you. I see news about him a lot on my Facebook feed. This is a Taliban member, though. No, a commander. When a Taliban commander makes fun of you, like, I feel like you've hit rock bottom. That's just me. And really think he's gone mad and needs a doctor immediately, he added. He's just opened himself up to every jihadist and nutcase out there. It is naively stupid for Prince Harry, his publishers and ghostwriter to have published details of his kills in Afghanistan, explains Major General Chip Chapman. Now, the more serious part. We can confirm that death threats have now been made to members of the British royal family on Afghan and Pakistani Twitter, stemming out of hashtag Prince Harry's statements about killing 25 Taliban soldiers. Hashtag spare us, hashtag Prince Harry has gone mad. Bad move, I guess. The whole thing is a bad move. Thank you so much for watching me. I will leave you with this clip from Esther K, who sums up Prince Harry in a nutshell. We say he's childish, we say he's manipulated, we say he's brainwashed, but
talk about the allegations! Talk about this is why I'm watching.
The fact that there's no recourse for his actions because he's attacking the royal family who's not going to attack him back. He's talking about the military who have a code of honor and they're not going to talk about him back. The fact that he's getting away with these things, and you can basically hear Meghan in the background in your mind if you've watched enough of her podcast, which I have had to. You can hear her saying, well, just make it up. Just say whatever. Just lie. Everyone's listening to us, Harry. They only care about us. They don't care about anything else in this world. Strawberry shortcake, Disney World. They don't care about anybody except what we have to say, Harry. Just lie. You can hear that. Can you not? Have I gone mad? I love you guys so much. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification and like the video if you did, but also please let me know if I've lost my mind. Okay. Thank you. Love you. Love you. Bye.